Hey, what's going on, you creeps? It's Joshua from the Based on True Events podcast, and I want to take a second to talk about Anchor. Now, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. I know I could probably stop right there, but I won't. So there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Basically, nobody listens to you. It don't matter. You can still make that money. That's exactly right. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free app or go to anchor.fm to get started today.
Back at it again.
Again. What's going on, man?
Shit.
We're just telling a story at the end of the day.
You can enjoy a fully clothed, totally platonic cuddle session. Not sure what we're doing.
Are these lines safe? Yeah, we can literally say anything we want.
Talk mad shit.
Please continue to follow us. You can find us on all social medias.
All social medias.
All social medias.
All podcasts.
Everywhere that you could listen to a podcast, we're pretty much there. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man? We're rolling.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
Action.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking ridiculous.
I have to feel like I should forewarn you or tell you somehow that, hey, I hit record, dude. We're recording now.
Yeah.
Although it's not like we're going to stop talking about whatever
we're
we were
just talking about
previously
the
talking
same
about.
shit that we were talking about 5 seconds ago, man. What the fuck does it matter? Like,
except now people are listening.
Yeah. Well,
Which doesn't matter at all. We don't change a fucking thing.
yeah. Again, still it's the same conversation, except we have to
A few less F-bombs, maybe.
No,
No.
I don't really censor.
I don't sense. Well, I subconsciously try every once in a while to.
Yeah, I'm really bad about it, man. Like I'll be in other places around, like out in public.
Oh, right.
And I don't know if it's my appearance or whatever, but like I'll drop F-bombs in general conversation in public.
I fucking hate that candy bar.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
I don't want that shit.
And I don't know if it's like, but I mean, people don't like, you know how like if you say
They don't flinch.
some whacked out shit to some people, like they'll look at you like you're fucking crazy as shit. I like, it looks like if I was an action figure that they sold on the shelves, it would come with
the pull string, like
that would say fuck.
Right.
And everyone's just like, okay.
This toy curses.
Yeah, like this.
Parental advisory.
Yeah, like this looks okay.
Yeah.
Like this looks like this is.
Well, that makes sense.
Everything is all right.
That makes sense.
Like if you see like a businessman like walking around with like 3 kids coming out of a church and you hear him say fuck.
Get in the fucking car, kids.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit.
Whoa.
Like, oh. Yeah,
Dude's pissed.
But you see me say fuck, and you're like, that's about
right.
right. That's about right.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's funny.
I think we had this conversation. It was the Portland episode where we were talking about like clowns, and it was like if you see a clown outside of context, that's when they're creepy.
Yeah, in the clown room, it's not.
Yeah,
So,
but when you see a clown like in a clown room or at a circus, you're like, oh, that's where you're supposed to see a clown. Seeing me say fuck is like, oh, that's what you're supposed to see.
That fits. That seems right.
That's tracking.
That's really funny. That's valid. Oh, shit. Well, I don't know. What else is going on? Anything else?
I mean,
you want to jump right into it, or?
I'll tell your episode.
I'll tell a quick story because it was funny because it literally just happened. I went upstairs to use the bathroom, and my dog sleeps in the fucking tub.
Super weird, by the way. Super weird.
Well, I guess it's cooler in there. So my dog sleeps in the tub, and I'm super used to it. And I came back down, and Eric's gonna go up to the bathroom, and I was like, do I tell him? I like had the little battle in my head, but I'm like, my kid's sleeping, and I could totally fucking hear him like motherfucker, you know, or some shit, or punching my dog. And I'm like, hey, dude, my dog sleeps in the tub. So
first off, I wouldn't have knowingly punched a dog.
No, but
I would have knowingly punched a breathing thing in your bathtub. Probably.
Right. You're sitting there taking a leak, and all of a sudden, because my dog's size.
Well,
like literally just like, oh, my life.
But it's also, I think, it doesn't help with what we're doing.
Yeah, we're setting the tone.
Well, like the podcast about murder.
Yeah, in a basement.
In a basement. in a creepy wood paneled basement with clowns and.
Dude, I left the wood panels because I just added to the ambiance. I love them.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Like, but then I'm like sneaking up to go to the bathroom to not wake up your family, and all of a sudden there's like something in your bathroom breathing heavily and sighing. Like, yeah, dude, that could have probably elicited some violence out of me.
That's why I was like, I think I'm going to tell him.
Yeah, it was like self-defense. Like, all right.
Oh, all right. Story time's over, kids.
Story time is only
actually
just
about
begun.
Ready to start. Yeah,
it's only just begun.
Well, I am going to go ahead and jump into it. Unless, or were you going to say something?
Well, I think we're supposed to. We need to plug.
Oh, dude, yeah,
you got to do the plug.
Good man, good call. Jump
so,
into it. Listen to us on
all of your podcast
everywhere
areas.
that podcasts can be heard.
Yeah, so we're on iHeartRadio, we're on Pandora, we're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all your major podcast carriers. We're on all the social medias.
That's true, all of them. And technically, what is the most important to me personally is interaction. So please listen to us and rate us and subscribe. The subscriptions are actually really important to us, which is awesome. But communicate with us. So get on social media, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, and talk to us, make comments, make suggestions, all that sort of shit. Because that, to me, is the most fun. It's that straight-up interaction where I can talk back to you and please talk shit or give us constructive criticism, whatever, you know?
Yeah, I was accused of slander last week. It was amazing.
Yeah, we were like, oh, well, hey, look, any sort of interaction is good interaction is what I came up with.
So yeah, I mean, but the point of me saying that I was accused of slander is more to the point, like give us your opinion, like tell us what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I hearted it. I was like, hey, sweet, thanks. you know, that's your opinion is valid.
Yeah,
I don't really care, but hey, thanks.
I mean, we have a podcast giving our opinions.
That's right. And on Facebook, we have the new the group, the Rock the Boat. So I really want to get some interaction going on there. I mean, that's the point of it. Yeah, is to fucking let's banter and let's have some fun.
So, based on True Events podcast on Instagram and on Facebook, and
on Twitter,
it is on the Twatter.
On the Twatter, it's podcast BOTE. Podcast BOTE.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys comments, concerns,
and if you're not on social media, hit us up on the Gmail.
Yeah, on the Gmail at basedonTrueEventsPodcast@gmail.com.
That's what's up.
So, and smoke signals next week.
Damn right.
We're going to come up with a Telegraph handle at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't forget to mention that we will be choosing every month our favorite suggestion, and that person will receive a I Wrote for Boat T-shirt.
Wrote for Boat
for free.
For free.
You ain't even got to pay for shipping.
I mean, it only cost you a suggestion.
That's it. It don't even have to. Well, technically, it should probably be a good one if we're going to pick it as our favorite.
I mean, you can suggest all day long, but if you're suggesting like the fan theory about Care Bears or some shit, then I'm probably not going to get you on. But
why bronies are fucking interesting.
Yeah. So you have a suggestion this week, do you not?
Yeah, I am. I am doing a suggestion.
Okay. I can give you a suggestion right here, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to Andrew for this suggestion. Thanks, Dick. This one was.
Thank you, Andrew, for getting the fucking hot seat out from underneath my ass for once.
I didn't know what I was getting into with this one.
So what are you doing, dude?
So this is the suggestion was Charlie Chopoff, and of course, just the name alone, I'm thinking, okay,
I have done absolutely zero research into this, so I'm going to sit back with my feet up, enjoy my cup of coffee, watch you squirm, and then talk shit to you the entire time.
Fantastic.
It's going to be amazing for
awesome.
me.
So you've never even...
No.
You didn't even peek?
No, it's the minute that I saw it come across, I was like, ooh, that sounds horrible, and I'm not going to look.
That's awesome. Well, I'm actually glad that it's all fresh to you, so...
Okay.
So I can get some honest...
Wait, hold on. Do I put my feet up?
Good luck.
Do I... I mean, I can get my feet up, dude.
All right. Get cozy, bud.
Yeah.
All right, let me get into it.
Adult story time's gone off the rails.
Yeah, and just one more. Fuck you, Andy, for this one. No, in all honesty, thanks, bud. All right, Charlie Chopoff is the pseudonym given to an unidentified American serial killer between 1972 and 1973. Crime span. Oh, were you gonna say something already? What happened to sitting back and?
I was just gonna say, at least he paid you the nicety of not doing a potentially active serial killer.
Yeah, that's fair. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, so unidentified. Let's see. The crime spanned from March 9th, 72 to August 17th, 1973. Current status is unapprehended, and the case is officially unsolved. Now, so I looked on a bunch of sites, Wiki. I watched a little YouTube doc, a couple of other YouTube videos. So there's a decent amount of stuff out on this guy. And I started really thinking, and I started writing notes as I do, and I'm like, okay, I'm writing pages. And then I started reading from the truecrimedatabase.com. That's literally the site. And I realized, why the fuck am I writing all this down again? When I can just steal the research that they've already done, give them some props. And because, I mean, let's face it, what are we doing here? We're telling stories. Yeah. I'm not claiming to be...
You're not the one doing the groundwork on this case.
No, absolutely not. So pretty much I'm going to verbatim, and of course we're going to do our thing and do what we normally do. But the truecrimedatabase.com I want to give props to on this one. I also took some stuff from Murderpedia, I believe, and I think maybe there was some wiki in there somewhere. But anyway,
I'm assuming you started with wiki.
I usually do, just to kind of get the quick synopsis,
and then work your way backwards.
Yeah. So, all right, let's see. Manhattan is the locale. The first incident occurred on March 9th, 1972, when 8-year-old Douglas Owens went missing.
Fuck.
Again, you can thank Andy for this one. Or Andrew or Andy, whatever the fuck you go by. So 8-year-old Douglas Owens went missing. He had been running errands that day, and his body was eventually discovered on a rooftop just 2 blocks from his home.
Meanwhile, who has an 8-year-old running errands, even in the 1970s?
72, you know, I mean, maybe,
I don't give a shit.
Then again, it's fucking New York, man. It's like, hey, run up to the corner, you know, everything's pretty...
I guess, but fuck, man.
Yeah, all right, so it was determined he had been stabbed 38 times, and his penis had been cut, but not entirely severed from the body. Thank you, Andy. Owen's shoes had been removed by the killer, and it was believed he had been sodomized either before or after he was murdered. Shortly after the crime, someone placed an anonymous call to the police and identified a possible suspect in the Owens case. The tipster, that's a stupid name, named a local man, Erno Soto, as the killer, but provided no evidence to support the claim, and whilst investigators interviewed Soto's relatives, they told the police that he had not been with them for several months, and subsequently no further action was taken. The first thing that I looked at was basically a paragraph just like that, and I was like, Jesus, what have I gotten into, man? Fuck me. I mean, chop off, I assumed it was like some, decapitation or something. I didn't like where this was going.
Yeah.
You're not going to either. But we'll push on. There were several similarities between this attack and the murder of... Oh, I'm sorry, I just jumped right ahead. I apologize. The following month, a 10-year-old unidentified black youth was attacked in a similar manner. This was on April 20th, 1972. The boy was accosted in a hallway of an apartment building and was sexually assaulted by the perpetrator, who stabbed him repeatedly and succeeded in cutting off his genitals. The young boy was found alive, lying on the floor, bleeding heavily from his wounds, whilst the attacker fled the scene, taking with him the victim's mutilated genitals, which were later recovered from a local park by police who found a group of curious children playing with them.
Oh, God.
Fuck
damn,
me.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Again, that's defensive laughter. You all should know me by now and know way do I find that funny. There were several similarities between, and by the way, this is one of those cases that it's gonna be hard to crack some jokes throughout this one. And we don't crack jokes just for the sake of cracking jokes, by the way. It is kind of our humor is
a little on the darker side, but oh god,
I do feel like when kids are involved, it's the only laughter going to be coming from me is definitely defensive laughter on this one.
Yeah,
but let's let's get through it, huh? Yeah. This is definitely payback for Ripper Crew, by the way.
Yeah, this is
for me at least. Yeah. There were several similarities between this attack and the murder of Douglas Owens, specifically the removal of the victim's shoes and the fact that both boys had been running errands when they were attacked. Well, hold on. That's the similarities?
They're running errands?
Yeah. And their shoes? What about the fucking
genital mutilation?
And the stabbing. Okay.
Multiple stab wounds?
Yeah. The traumatized victim was only able to provide police with a vague description of the assailant, recalling him as being thin and being neither dark-skinned or light-skinned, with a mole on his cheek and a limp when he walked. He was either dark-skinned or light-skinned. One of the two. He said the man had lured him with the promise of 50 cents and believed he was either Spanish or Italian and referred to himself by the name Michael.
What was the DeSoto guy? What was his first name? You said it in the beginning.
Well, it's Erno. ERNO.
Erno DeSoto?
Erno Soto. Last name is SOTO.
Erno Soto.
Erno Soto. Erno. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Okay, just making sure it wasn't Michael.
No, yeah, right. Yeah, come on.
Come on, cops. Come on.
This is still open?
Yeah.
We couldn't have figured this fucking thing out? Leave it to the guys at BOTE. They figured it out. Crack the case again.
Crack the case. These guys are top-notch investigators.
Right. God, the part with they could have left out the part with the kids like playing with them in the park and shit.
Yeah, well,
but
you could have left it out for sure.
I could have.
They could have left
I'll blame
it out,
that on the true crime database.
You read it and then you decided to disseminate it to us.
Yeah, I did. Well, if I have to suffer, you have to fucking suffer. All right. No more incidents were reported until later in the year when on October 23rd, 1972, another young boy fell victim to the vicious killer. This was 9-year-old Wendell Hubbard. He disappeared whilst playing near the East Harlem home. It was only discovered he was missing when his mother, Mary, called out for him to come home, and when he didn't reply, she went to the police at 5:30. She was quick. She's like, nah. Well, I'm calling for him, and he didn't come. Like, I'm going to the cops immediately.
This one doesn't fit the MO. He wasn't doing chores.
Yeah, he was just outside. So, well, okay. His body was found several hours later by 3 boys who were playing on the rooftop of the 5th Avenue apartment building where his family lived. Wendell had been stabbed 17 times, mostly in his abdomen, neck, and chest, and his genitals were mutilated and removed by the killer who took them with him. Again, same dude. This is a serial killer, by the way. In our last episode, we were kind of discussing what makes a serial killer. This is clearly a, like the other victims, he had been sodomized by his killer, and the circumstances of his murder were mostly identical to that of Douglas Owens, who lived only 6 blocks away from the family's home. Damn, man, right in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, but dude, population density, even in the 70s for Manhattan, dude.
Yeah, it's thick.
You got a lot of fucking people, man.
Yeah, that's true. Police from the 6th District Homicide and Assault Squad began an extensive search of the area and knocked door to door to see if anyone had witnessed the crime or seen anyone suspicious, but no one had seen the boy's murder. Assault Squad. That's like the official name.
I'm pretty sure that when they do this on TV, it's going to have Ice-T is going to be one of the people. Law and Order, Assault Squad.
Assault Squad. All right. There were no more attacks until the following year when 9-year-old Luis Ortiz went missing on, I think it's Ortiz, by the way. Sorry if I fucked that up. Went missing on March 7th, 1973. Like the other boys, Ortiz was sent on an errand to purchase bread and milk from a local convenience store. All right. Note to self.
Major takeaway for this is stop sending your 8-year-old
to fucking get milk
on errands.
No shit.
Like, my 8-year-old, I sent him down to H&R Block to do our taxes, and turns out he didn't come away from that well.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing here,
Jesus. All right, so when he didn't return, his parents contacted the police. Unlike the other boys, he was Unlike the other boys, he was a dark-skinned boy of Puerto Rican heritage, whilst the other had been black. So that was the similarities of the other boys. I don't know if they actually said that. The other boys were all black. His body was eventually discovered, and he was found to have been stabbed 38 times in the chest, neck, and back. And guess what? Genitals had been removed and taken by the killer. Unlike
and the shoes? Did they take the shoes?
They didn't say. Well, they didn't take the shoes. They took the shoes off and laid them next to the body each time. He didn't steal the shoes, but he took the shoes off of the boys. In other words, and laid them there. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. They mentioned that. And I don't know what the purpose of that is, but although that it was similar in every time. Unlike the previous cases, multiple witnesses reported seeing Ortiz abduction, and over 300 tips were called into the detectives, which helped the police to develop a composite sketch of the suspect. The local community was in
composite.
I know. What did I say?
Composite.
Composite.
It's a composite sketch.
Composite sketch.
There you go. That's the
I'm
detail.
competent. Yeah,
that's the detail we got to get right, guys. The pronunciation of
Shep's back, folks.
the pronunciation of composite.
That's what bothered you about that fucking paragraph.
No, the whole paragraph bothered me, but
the local community was in fear over the death of Luis Ortiz, and public meetings were held to determine the best way to keep their children safe. About fucking time.
Stop sending them on errands.
Yeah, I know. About time that people started fucking raising some hell about this. The composite sketch
composite
was distributed to local schools, and the children were warned to stay away from strangers and fucking local supermarkets, I hope.
Yeah, fucking.
It was around this time that people began referring to the serial killer as Charlie Chopoff, we just talked about this in the last episode. Fucking Dr. Satan.
Yeah.
Don't give these assholes. Now, Dr. Satan's a badass fucking killer nickname.
Yeah.
Charlie Chopoff is stupid as shit. But this dude shouldn't have had. To me, that's very inappropriate.
Yeah.
And really uncalled for.
Unicorn farts Bill.
Yeah, that's much better. Charlie Chopoff. I mean, it says that the people began referring to him. So that's a little different. Normally, it's the media that gives him the title. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. In response, the police established a task force to hunt down the suspect. Officers began searching through police records, interviewed over 150 suspects based on the witness statement, and consulted Interpol on particulars of the case because of the potential for an international criminal link to child molestation. The Ortiz family returned to Puerto Rico shortly after their son's funeral. I stumbled because I hadn't read that paragraph before. That's why I was like,
Learn something every day.
Yeah, I tell you. Although the intense police pressure did not result in the apprehension of a suspect, there were no more attacks reported. However, later that same year, the body of 8-year-old Stephen Cropper was located on the 6th floor of a tenant of a building on August 17th, 1973. Stephen had been reported as missing to the police, and when his body was eventually discovered, and he was found to have bled to death after being slashed with a razor blade, which had severed an artery in his arm. Interesting. Although there was no mutilation to his genital area, thank God, he had been posed in a sexually aggressive, that's in quotations, manner, which investigators believed was the work of the same individual. Despite some detectives believing it was the work of another killer, there were enough similarities to assume it was not a copycat. The killer had removed the boy's shoes and placed them next to his body, but this time the killer used a razor blade instead of a knife, as with the previous attacks. So I don't know what it is with the shoes. He always took the shoes off and laid them next to the kids.
Yeah, I don't really know that I give a shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, this...
It just seems weird.
Yeah.
The police investigation intensified. No, sorry. I apologize.
Intensified.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought I had already read that. This is the one thing that I will say about doing it this way is I hate just staring down and reading this where I don't get to interact with you as much. So, but feel free. If I'm not,
I don't know how much interaction you're going to get out of me at this.
You're
during,
all right.
During the facts.
Yeah, fair enough.
Portion.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, it's pretty fucked. It's a dark one.
Yeah,
pretty horrible. Anytime kids are involved, it dampens the mood a tad.
Well, I mean, like we discussed, we're dealing with a lot of horrible fucking topics, and subject matter, but the trump card for me is always
children.
Kids.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Crimes against children is just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. The police investigation now intensified, and a suspect was arrested in connection with Stephen Cropper's murder and publicly named in the papers as Luis Alberto Gonzalez. He was seen loitering in some of the areas where the abductions occurred and was believed to fit the description of the composite sketch. I don't know why I can't fucking say that. I'm leaving that word out. The sketch.
The sketch.
Witnesses were unable to identify Gonzalez as the man they saw, and the police decided to release him without charge. However, a large mob of over 500 angry residents of the Lower East Side descended on the station and demanded they hand over the suspect. When the police barricaded the entrance to the precinct, some protesters attempted to climb the barricades and scale the roof of the building. They're pissed.
Yeah, nothing like mob justice.
Yeah, but here's the thing that I was reading this and I'm like, well, hold up. They named this dude publicly.
Yeah.
Before they fucking had proof. Think about that's
70s,
fucked.
70s, bro.
Yeah, but that dude's life's fucked.
Yeah,
if he did it or didn't do it.
Well, yeah, dude, but I'll tell you, man, those fucking cops and the fucking Manhattan Police Department, man, they're trying to get the heat off them too, man.
That's true. You got a bunch of angry
people. They're like, dude, we need a scapegoat. Go fucking find one, man. And dude,
I hope this dude was at least a fucking criminal 60s, or something.
70s fucking police work, man. A lot of times, man, it was just like, dude, find us a scapegoat. Find us somebody.
Find something.
Find something, bro.
Probably why a bunch of people ended up in jail, for unnecessary,
But I digress.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
When police attempts to persuade the crowd to go home failed, they decided to escort Mr. Gonzalez out of the precinct in disguise. In disguise. Well, I can just tell you this. So they actually dressed him up like a cop and covered his face and tried to sneak him out. And I'm like, well, hold on.
No way this works.
No, if you're going to dress him up like a cop, don't cover his face.
Yeah. Well, why is he the covered face cop?
Yeah. Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I see him. That dude.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, despite this, the police were able to spirit Gonzalez out of the precinct wearing a poorly fitted police uniform and into a waiting patrol car. Spirit Gonzalez. Never heard spirit. No. Get him the fuck out. Although the mob dispersed, the atmosphere of suspicion remained, and another man who resembled the sketch was chased out of the Lower East Side neighborhood and jumped into the river to escape the mob. Jesus. Just anybody that resembles him, they're just going after him, man.
Yeah, man. Fucking protect your kids.
But that's the thing, you know what I mean? That's a neighborhood in big cities, especially like New York, shit, you don't fuck with, Okay. I'm from Brooklyn. There's some pride there, you know what I mean? There's a you don't fuck with my neighborhood. Yeah. We protect one another. That whole
You don't come to Queens, bitch.
Don't fuck around. It ain't like, well, here in Louisville, we really fucking gang up and...
No, man, I will say that is a recent development in the Louisville area. You fucking...
What do you mean?
Dude, I guarantee there was fucking times the fucking town would fucking
rally
torches and shit, especially
a long time ago.
Dude, we're in fucking... Yeah, man.
Now the only thing that people in Kentucky get pissed off is if their fucking basketball team loses.
Yeah,
if they're fucking...
You red or blue, son. You red or blue.
E-doggy. Oh, fuck. Yeah, go sports.
Go sports.
Okay, sorry, back to it. Little lighthearted breaks there in a minute. Kind of lift my spirits.
Dude, are the murders done?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, because there was a total of 4 and 1 injured. Back to which, and I didn't mean to skip over it, but I figured we would kind of chat. The young boy who survived.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But completely mutilate. Like, god damn, like how did he survive that? I mean, that's awesome, but that must have been rough.
I don't know, man. Is that really survival?
Yeah, I know, right? It's tough. And I didn't read it here, but I did read it in another on another site when I was doing some digging. Somebody had said that he had been actually like disemboweled almost, like his guts had to be stuffed. Like, dude was fucked, and so survival was it was pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but God, do you want to survive at that?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, if you're 8, you probably
8,
don't
though,
know. But
you know?
like,
Yeah, you do.
Once you get older, like, I mean, you definitely know. But like as you get older, is probably more of when you're gonna have a lot of the.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not a. That's an uphill battle, boy.
So by no means am I like justifying anything that this horrible sicko did.
Of
but
course
like
not.
the fucking parents just letting these kids just.
Different times though, man. I used to play outside.
I mean, I played outside too, bro, but I didn't fucking go down to, like, especially in the city proper, like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know shit. I don't know what it was like to fucking grow up there, but I'll
obviously
tell you right
people
now,
getting their dick cut off, man.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like
the first one, okay, maybe, but the second and third and like,
you know, keep your kids inside.
Keep your kid like
after dark.
Or
period. I don't even.
I
they
think
didn't
all
even specify they were at dark.
One of them was like 5 o'clock in the 4:30 in the afternoon or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, like I used to fucking, you know,
sorry to derail.
Well, no, but in Florida, I would ride my bike until dark everywhere in the neighborhood, and I'll be damned if, you know, I'm going to let my kid just take off, which is fucked. It's horrible. You know, I wish I could say. I mean, he can totally go outside and play. I'm not fucking locking the kid up, but I'm gonna be keeping tabs. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, the one parent did. They were like, kid went out to play at 4:30, wasn't back by 5, and
calling cops.
Yeah. So, I mean, at least
there's only so much you can do, man. You don't want to.
Yeah.
Fucking,
No.
Listen to us. We're this is how you parent.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
we've been doing this for 17 months.
Sending the kids on errands. Come on, man.
Yeah, no,
that's a bit much.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, take your lazy ass, go on, get that milk yourself.
Yeah, like I'm gonna make my 17-month-old kid like go make me some coffee.
Go make me a coffee, kid.
Yeah, like. Fuck.
All right, back to the story. Several weeks after Stephen Cropper's murder, another man was arrested who fit the suspect's profile. Daniel Olivo, Olivo. Was charged with luring a 5-year-old boy to a secluded area of a park at 172nd Street and Sheridan Expressway, which was in the Morrisania area. It was in the Bronx, on the pretext of playing a ball game with him. Also, this I'm going to say, okay, parents, don't stranger danger. You know, fucking one kid got lured in for 50 cents. The other one's getting lured in for playing basketball or whatever I just said, playing a ball game. I mean, not to make light of it, it's fucked. But anyway, on the pretext of playing a ball game with him, he then proceeded to molest him, and the boy managed to escape and alert his father, a hot dog vendor, who chased after Olivo and found him hiding in some bushes near the site of the assault. Now, it doesn't say anything, but I wish they had said, what did that father do to the motherfucker?
Yeah.
When he found him. And I couldn't find anything. I actually stopped, and I fucking tried to research. I couldn't find anything. Although Olivo resembled the sketch and was of a medium skin tone and walked with a limp, police could not match up his known movements with those of the murders, and he was dismissed as a suspect. Okay, dismissed as a suspect. Not dismissed. That motherfucker just molested a kid.
Yeah, he was taken away from the Charlie Chop off.
Right.
But I wouldn't even done that, man.
Hey, you want a scapegoat? There's your dude.
I mean, I don't even know if you like use him as a scapegoat. I'm like, he's got a limp.
Or he molested somebody.
He molested somebody just because he didn't get to the stabbing section.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't take him off the fucking list.
No, I mean, yeah. But I just the fact I wish they would have I wish I could have found what happened to him. Like, did he? You know, did he at least get his ass whooped and then locked up and life or fucking who knows what? I'm sure he'd get life sadly for that kind of shit. But
man, they fucking.
I know. There was a break in the case on May 15th, 1974, when Erno Soto, coming back to Erno.
Fucking Soto, man.
Yeah, who was...
A.K.A. Michael.
Right. Middle name, Michael. Erno Michael Soto.
Erno, yeah. Erno's short for Michael.
Who was of Puerto Rican birth, was arrested after the botched abduction of a Puerto Rican boy. Okay, so he's also a douchebag.
Well, I mean, you got to figure they're throwing his name in the fucking ring early because they're like, they knew some shit about this guy. Like, you don't just accuse somebody of that kind of thing unless you got either a serious axe to grind or you're like, man, this dude's up to some shady shit and we can't fucking pin anything on him.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
After the botched abduction of the Puerto Rican boy, the boy was approached by Soto, who attempted to restrain him, and the boy managed to escape and was seen by witnesses running down the street calling for help. Neighbors came to his aid, and they detained Soto until the police arrived. After his arrest, Soto was questioned about the involvement in the murders, which he strenuously denied. Detained him. I hope they were whooping his ass too.
Yeah, 70s cops in New York. Their version of detained.
But this was the neighbors that detained him.
Oh, yeah, like, but I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure this dude got beat by everybody that came in contact.
I guarantee
like, yeah, that dude got the fuck beat up.
Yeah. A witness came forward who claimed to have seen...
Justifiably so.
Oh, 100%. A witness came forward who claimed to have seen Soto in the company of Stephen Cropper on the day of his death. Also, the only surviving victim of the attacks from the 20th... from April 20th, 1972. I'm glad they don't name him.
Yeah, I don't think they can because they're underage.
Yeah, true.
At the time, but I mean, dude, live your life, man.
Yeah, right. So the surviving attacker of the assault was brought in and shown a lineup of the men, which included Erno Soto. Although the young boy was not able to identify Soto as his attacker, he did comment that he looked similar in appearance. Afterwards, Soto confessed to the murder of Stephen Cropper, but refused to admit to any involvement in the other murders and revealed that he had regularly stalked young black boys in the area. He reportedly told
kill him right now, immediately, fucking kill him.
Right, hold on. He reportedly told detectives that God had told him to make little boys into little girls. Come on.
Why?
And there's your composite sketch, which you can Google in Erno Soto or Charlie Chopoff, and this is the image that you get. They are basically, if you Google Charlie Chopoff, and I didn't want to say this from the get-go, it says Erno, like they're calling
Erno Soto.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you Google Erno Soto, it's Wikipedia, also known as Charlie Chopoff. Even though, but I'm going to continue, but just so you can have an idea. Okay. And really, he looks like is it the Night Stalker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He looks like Ramirez.
Yeah. Kind of. But
does he have a limp?
It's just a sketch. I'm not sure. Upon further investigation, detectives discovered Soto was a regular patient at the Manhattan State Hospital, where he had been institutionalized intermittently since 1969. A contributing factor to his mental frailty came from an incident with his wife. The couple had become estranged and spent some time apart, but later reconciled, and Soto's wife then became pregnant and gave birth to a baby black boy. Despite this, the couple remained together. However, Soto began to show signs of a mental breakdown when the boy reached his 8th birthday. He began exhibiting urges of uncontrollable violence and was hospitalized several times. I don't think, did they say? I'm pretty sure I read on another one that, is Soto Spanish, right? Puerto Rican, is that what he is?
I believe.
Yeah, okay. So then, the black baby obviously set him off, yeah. Soon he was arrested for the first of many times for burglary. God, I'm talking good.
You talk well.
I read well.
You got a pretty mouth.
Burglary. Ugh. and a drug possession and was treated for heroin addiction. Solid dude right here. Although he was in a hospital during some of the murders, it was later revealed that he had a weekend pass and would often leave the hospital when he wanted because of the relaxed security in place. Jesus. The exit to the hospital was near where some of the boys' bodies were found. I mean, I get why they're calling him, you know what I mean? On this evidence, detectives charged Erno Soto with the murder of Stephen Cropper, which he admitted to, believing they had caught the serial killer known as Charlie Chopoff. However, at his trial, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and found not guilty by reason of insanity. He was placed in the care of a high-security mental institution. Despite the doubts surrounding Soto's culpability in the crimes, many believed he was the man responsible, and soon after his incarceration, the murder stopped altogether.
Shocker.
Shocker.
You take the killer off the street, and all of a sudden the killing stopped.
Right.
You know, whoa.
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 The killings are still listed as an unsolved case because no one was ever charged and found guilty of the murders, but the investigators in the task force believe Soto was the vicious killer they sought. This was all written by Nucleus, and again, that was the truecrimedatabase.com. Thank you for doing all the research for me so I could just fucking bring story time and but honestly, I dude, as soon as I
paragraph
wiki,
1,
and wiki, and I was like, oh god, again, Andrew Bandy, whatever the fuck, thank you, yeah. But I'll tell you, it's a I'm glad we did this one, to be honest with you, only because what.
No, I want to hear your reasoning for wanting to do this story.
Well, because I feel like a lot of the suggestions that we get are heavy hitters.
Oh yeah.
And I had never heard of this.
Which
that's the only reason, not anything having to do with the subject or the you know.
Well, I mean, I will say, like, I had somebody that was giving suggestions, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to take these heavy hitters off the."
I liked that
off the page, and I don't want to classify it like that. We'll do heavy hitters. Like, I don't think that there's any way that we can get away from it, especially in certain situations. But I do feel like the heavy hitters have been done
right
fairly.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, this was so new to me, and although it was horrific, and I didn't love the ride
No.
at all, but it was something that I was like, oh, this has not been done a ton.
Yeah.
And I do like bringing stories. I like telling stories that people haven't heard. They get to hear something new, even if it is horrific. It's something that's happened. It's true or based on true stories.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, this one wasn't a creepypasta one, guys.
It was not. Unfortunately, this was very true. And let's face it, Soto. It's pretty valid that they're calling him Charlie Chopoff.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I was like, how can they do that? But as you read that, especially those last couple of details,
you're like,
well, yeah. And here's another guy with we did one in the Christmas, the schizophrenia, and it's like, do you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, all right.
Speechless?
I'm trying to collect my thoughts to the point of. So the one that we did in the Christmas episode, he killed one person.
He kills mom, right?
Yeah, like he killed his mom.
Yeah.
He was pissed off about a baseball game or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this guy, like, okay. First off, the mental health institution that gave him the weekend pass.
The weekend pass needs to be revoked there, folks.
Yeah, dude.
Or be more selective over fucking who gets it.
I mean, I feel like, we're the dark ages of mental health. I mean, I don't feel like we've really gotten a whole lot of headway these days. I mean, we're not lobotomizing them anymore.
True. Yeah.
This is going to be really horrible when I say it, but some of the more violent ones, I'm not super against lobotomizing. I don't think.
No. Yeah. I'm. That's fair.
I know it's a horribly
inhumane,
archaic way of dealing with that.
Yeah, but the people that
I'm talking about are lobotomizing are
every
Charlie
member
Chopoff.
Charlie Chopoff, every member of the Ripper crew.
The whole Ripper crew.
Most of the people we talk about.
Yeah, like the people that are like, look, if you're not willing to kill them,
right.
Let's just get rid of the brain piece that does all the horrible stuff.
Yeah. Now they did remove him from society, so okay, that's a step in the right direction. But
we've had this conversation before.
I know,
because I mean that was the big fucking volley for the prosecution and the defense. With the Ripper crew, they're like, well, they're off the fucking street. They're never going to get back out. And then one of them gets back out. Man.
Yeah, right.
One of them's walking around.
That's true.
I mean, we did the case with, the Iceman killer. Like, he died under medical, while he was getting a medical procedure done.
Yeah.
Like, but they were going to keep him, in prison. He wasn't convicted of all the murders that he participated in or admitted to.
Yeah.
Look, I am not saying that people cannot be rehabilitated. There are some people I don't give a shit if you're rehabilitated or not. Like,
some people don't deserve a second chance.
Yeah, man. Look, man, you burned up all them chances.
Yeah. Like, you used them all up in one foul swoop.
It's all over. Now, on this case, there's so much. Like, how do you not? Like, how is he? Like, I mean, I know, like, Wiki and, like, the internet is like, this is the guy.
Right.
But, like, how are we leaving this case is open? You know,
how is it considered? Still, technically, pending, it's unsolved or whatever.
God told me to make little boys little girls.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, that quote right there.
And he's doing this to little black boys.
He's removing the part of their body that is,
Yeah. So
yeah, he did it.
He fucking definitely fucking did it.
It's him, dude. Yeah, I agree. And that's where I was like, and the thing is I probably should have saved my comments till now, but I was like, man, when you're sitting there naming, and I forget his name, but the guy who the mob was about to lynch or whatever, I was like, damn, dude, that guy had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even arrested for molesting a little kid.
Which the other dude was.
Yeah, right. I was like, man, that poor fucking guy.
Yeah, he could just have been wrong place, the wrong time for sure.
Yeah. Well, he just looks like somebody. Dude, I can't help my face.
Like, your composite sketch was there a mole?
You like the way I just kept calling it sketch?
Was there a mole?
On the sketch?
The cheek? On the cheek? On the mole? On the mole? On the cheek? On the cheek and the mole? On the cheek and the mole? And compared to the guy, like,
yeah, it looks like there wasn't a left side.
Yeah, and then is there any pictures of
Soto?
Erno Soto?
I don't believe there was, actually, just the sketch. But you know what? Let me just make sure, because I did look at a bunch of shit. But yeah, not really. No. Well, detailed Olivia. No. So there's one of olive oil, fucking Olivo, whatever his name was, Olivo, the one I couldn't fucking say. It does not look like there's a single photo of Soto. Yo, I'm a poet.
Yo, Soto.
Didn't know it.
But God, man.
Which I could probably keep digging a little deeper, but I'm all right on that. I also got I was afraid to dig too deep.
Yeah.
I didn't know what kind of images would pop up, and I was hoping because they were children they would keep it, whatever. But
I mean, God,
there is a picture. It looks like of them wheeling Ernest Soto. He's in a wheelchair, but he's covered with a coat. Like, the fucking mob's not like, well, that's him.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. So yeah.
Yeah, this guy guillotine in the middle of the town square, I would have been okay with. Bring the family, bring your friends.
Right.
Bring the news, and
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my phone off because I don't want to. There was some pretty fucked up stuff I'm looking at. This one kind of messed with me because it was the kids and there was so many of them, and then the child molestation is the next level, but mutilation and all that. Man, it's fucking. You can only take so much.
Yeah,
I'm fairly desensitized, but even these type of things, man.
Yeah, I'm desensitized in a lot of other fucking areas.
Not with
like,
these.
I hope I never lose that.
Agreed.
Disgust.
This should always bother you.
Brutality.
If this doesn't bother you, we were talking about this. Some of these people who are digging into this true crime stuff day in and day out.
Like,
take a walk away. Walk
away.
outside.
Step away, man. because like shit like this, like I mean, not to, I don't even know if I want to have this kind, but Patton Oswalt, like his wife died. Like she was doing a lot of research on like serial killers and shit. Like she was going down a lot of these avenues that we're going down.
I didn't know that.
She was like writing a book about it and shit. And she like, I mean, she died like in her sleep or something.
Oh, awful.
Super young. But I remember like he had mentioned that this stuff was like fucking with her.
Was getting to her.
Like fucking with her real bad. And I mean, I know it's weird to say that, you know, this is something that you and I choose to do.
Yeah, of course.
Like we come down here and we choose to do it. But if you'll notice, like our catalog of podcasts, like we bounce around on topics. Like it says, you know,
especially after some of the heavy ones. Well, we try to lighten the.
Yeah, it says like, you know, true crime.
We call it true-ish
crime, like
adult story.
We definitely don't do all crime stories.
No,
we
of course
do. Not. We bring it to the table if we find it interesting.
Shit, we did time travel.
Yeah,
I still have in the docket the real Men in Black.
Yeah, like I did
Toynbee Tiles.
Yeah, I did Andrew Jackson. You know,
yeah.
So, you know, we kind of try to bring to the table the idea that we want to lighten up occasionally.
Yeah, for sure. I like getting into the dark stuff. Don't get me wrong. There's a call me sick, call me whatever, but there's a shock factor, a shock thing that I do enjoy the ride, but I got to get out of it. Yeah, I've got to leave it, you know. And you talked about it pretty early on when we started doing this. You're like, yo, I've got to put it to bed. I don't want to. I don't want to go back to it.
Yeah, I'm not going to continue to do research.
This is one of those that you know what? If something pops up and all of a sudden Ernest Soto or whatever,
Erno Soto,
I'm making up names Soto. Now. You know, is found innocent or whatever. I'm all right if I never.
Yeah, like
hear about it.
Like we're not going to do episode part. You know, we're not going to do Charlie Chop Off Part 2 if Soto is cleared of all the crimes. Like It's not like nope, sorry.
I'm good with it. Yeah.
But no, I mean, and I'm down here with you every week. Like so, I mean, I enjoy doing the research and telling the stories to some extent as well.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't be here if not. but the idea of like
he's here against his will.
Yeah, fucking forcing me to read internet pages. But no, the idea is, you know, at the end of the day, really it is kind of telling stories, and you know, I think that's kind of the reason that we had the discussion about, you know, the heavy hitters. Like, you know, if everybody's heard the story, why are we telling the story again?
Well, we might tell it a little different.
We might tell it a little different, and that's why we haven't ruled that stuff out.
Yeah. There's a few of them that I definitely want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
I feel like Ed Gein's on that list.
Yeah, Kemper.
Like the heavy hitters are the heavy hitters. Yeah. Like because they have that kind of like media.
Yeah, but so
monster standing behind them.
Just so I can say fuck you to Andy one more time. I loved this topic because it's not a heavy hitter and we hadn't done it. That's what kind of prompted this whole thing.
God, do you think this one's not a heavy hitter because of the nature of the crime?
I would hope so.
Like
maybe
because the heavy hitters are
not everyone.
Like the Iceman Killer is a heavy hitter. He had a huge body count, but he was like, I shot people, and like I feel like it's almost this is weird to say, but it's like almost a little bit more palatable for the news.
What do you mean, the Iceman?
Yeah, versus, it's easier to. Like if you put that on the fucking news at 6, people will fucking watch that and eat dinner. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put Charlie Chop Off on the fucking news, everybody's turning the fucking channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Rightfully so.
Which, no, dude, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not watching this. Like, dude, my fucking kids in the room. This shit's not on the TV.
This is not gonna be. No, but yeah.
But I mean. Rightfully so, yes.
Yeah.
That this one's probably lost to time because of the nature of the crime.
Right.
Apparently, I'm rhyming now.
Yeah, we've done it a few times.
Fuck it. Story time brought with a rhyme.
Yeah. Well, don't do it intentionally now. No, it'll suck.
Horrible, man. But no, I mean, I just we're not ruling anything out except conspiracy theories on and we say conspiracy theories, but we've already we've kind of briefly brushed one of those too.
Yeah, we have.
So,
well, shit.
I think it's
by the time this one's posted. Yeah, I mean, we did a pretty big conspiracy theory with Kubrick.
Yeah.
so
I think we kind of brush.
Yeah,
topics
we're all over the place, and we're open to anything
that are a little bit more interesting.
We're open to almost anything.
God, dude, I think we're both in defensive mode.
We are trying to talk about anything other than
stay away from this storyline. But
I'm 100%
I feel like it's open shut though.
Yeah.
I feel like the only reason that this one sits with a question mark is I don't even know why I don't even know why they would sit this one with
it's got to be a technicality because the dude was, insane, so they can't take his word for whatever. I don't know.
But I mean, even if you're the police department, you're like, dude, I want to put this one to bed. If you're the community, you want to put this one to bed.
Yeah, the dude admitted to killing one kid, so guess what? You're not letting him out. Just close case.
Yeah. And you know how many people are in prison saying we didn't kill these people, and they're like, "Dude, we know you killed those people.
Right?
Like we fucking know you killed those people."
Yeah, 100%.
So
yeah, this one should be case closed. I agree.
You know how many people enter a plea of not guilty? Like everyone,
all of them.
Like every single person. Like I think it's got to be some sort of ridiculously low, fucking percentage of people enter a plea of guilty.
Yeah, right.
Like, no, yeah, I did it.
Well, most
of them,
it was
me.
If it's guilty, it's because they're like, I just want less time.
Yeah,
is what they're shooting for. You know
right,
what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, oh, you've got me. You definitely got
instead
me.
of 300 years, can you make it 200?
Yeah. So and fucking get out. Fucking parole in 20 minutes.
Right.
Like, oh, it's overcrowding.
Yeah.
You seem like a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
You haven't killed anybody in 20 years.
Yeah, you're out on good behavior. Jesus. Well, yeah, and you're absolutely right. I am trying to talk about anything except this because I went through the spiel and we got the story out. But I agree with you. Soto did it.
Yeah.
And technically, yes, they can't pin it on him entirely, but at least he's locked up.
I mean, we can.
Well, we can.
Yeah,
we did.
He fucking did it.
We done it.
We did. He fucking did it. Like, yeah.
He did it.
Courtney Love killed her husband. Soto killed them kids.
That's slander.
Yeah, that is fucking slander. Yes, allegedly, Kurt Cobain did drugs.
Oh, we're assholes. That's some good shit.
But I mean, I just don't know.
This is why you should follow us on social media. Yeah, it would be way more entertaining.
So but the point, I guess, is like, those families who sent their kid on fucking errands at 8 years old. I mean, dude, let them know that that this fucking killer is,
and maybe they did.
Gone.
You don't know that, but you're right.
So I wonder if when they caught Soto, if he had the knife, if he had a knife on him, I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
And
I didn't read that.
Were all the victims stabbed 38 times?
Not all 38. One was 17, but they were all stabbed and mutilated, and the shoes. So there was those. I think those are the three main things that were with all of them.
Did they,
except for the last boy?
Did they get to any kind of explanation on the shoes?
No, they didn't. That's why I kept saying it's kind of weird. I have no idea. And honestly, like I said, once I found this site and I was like, okay, good. This one will make a good story. I can stick with this. I kind of stopped with the digging.
Yeah. No. Rightfully so.
And that's
rightfully
so.
So.
I was hoping you didn't have too many questions because I honestly would be like, I don't know.
No, that's fine. With the Ripper Crew, I just got it all in a fucking it was like a package with a bow on it. Everything was fucking there. It was horrible. The Iceman Killer was kind of the same way. Is like, oh, here's the fucking story.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do a whole lot of digging. With this one, it kind of seems like you have to dig.
Well, and this was the most detailed story I'd read. A lot of the other sites were much more, even less specific, which is fair. And of course, I chose the one that was
right. Well, I think
you know what I mean.
I think timeline wise, you run into that. I did the one that I did. The one that I had previously did, Dr. Satan. That's almost 100 years removed from right now. Well, I mean, 80 years anyway.
Round up.
Yeah, so basically all the information you're going to get from that, like they did have court records and stuff, but for the most part, a lot of that is just like handed down stories,
Well, yeah.
So,
this one is in the 70s. I mean, it's not.
Yeah. So, but I mean, they were at least doing a little bit, I think, a better job of.
Yeah, but I tell you, it's annoying. Like I'm looking at it again. If you Google Erno Soto, a.k.a. Charlie Chopoff, but then classification serial killer with a question mark. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know how you label him as anything other than a serial killer.
Date of birth question mark. Number of victims 4 question mark.
How is his date of birth a fucking question mark?
I guess he's insane and doesn't know his fucking date of birth. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess if he's not from the U.S., like,
and
they
he's
might
not
have.
talking. Yeah.
Well, they might not have accurate records. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
The reason I was gonna say that, like, I was asking about the 38 stab wounds. I was like, man, if all of them have 38 stab wounds, that number has to be important. Like.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. The fact that they were stab wounds were important, except for the last one
was like 17,
which was
right?
Instead of a knife, they used a razor.
I mean,
and that's the one he admitted to.
Yeah, that was.
Which is why at first they were like, well, we can't.
That's the one he admitted to?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was the.
I thought he admitted to the one like way from the beginning. Like, I thought the one that he admitted to.
The last one.
I thought the one that he admitted to was at the beginning, because it was like he was originally like they said it was him, and then they came back.
No, they brought him up at the beginning of that in that article. They brought him up at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure. And now you've got me questioning myself. And I'm not going to go back and read it again to find out. But I'm pretty sure it was the last boy that was found like later, and it was a different weapon. But they still said it was similar enough.
No, I still think he fucking did it.
Right.
That's not where I was going with that. I think more to the point, I was saying I thought he was originally admitted to the first, like one of the early ones, and then they're like,
right.
He's like, I did number 3, I didn't do number 1, 2.
Right. Well,
4,
he just
5.
He didn't admit to any of them except for the one.
Yeah.
And schizophrenia.
But schizophrenia, like
the voices are. Who knows?
What was that movie? What was Split? What was the name of the? It wasn't me. It was Patricia. That was it.
I don't remember. Split was pretty good, though.
Yeah. Patricia killed those little boys. Like, no, it's probably some shit like that, man.
Yeah. Well, schizophrenia, man. You can't. And you don't want to like say, well, we'll throw him a bone because he's schizophrenic. He's crazy. He didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like,
no.
At least he's locked up.
I mean, at least he's locked up. He's away from society.
With no weekend pass, I hope.
Yeah, Jesus. Like the first place he. But I mean, was he? He wasn't really a violent offender, was he? Like, the first time he was locked up, it was kind of like get weekend passes. You better not have been a fucking violent offender.
Yeah, no, not a violent.
They said he had anger problems, right? He had trouble controlling his anger.
Yeah, once he basically was like, oh, also my wife has a black baby.
That ain't my kid, man.
Which is also like why they dropped it to say why it's triggered and why most of the kids were black. And, whatever. Well, how do we? I was done talking about this one. You wrote me back in.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like it is
the episode.
Well, I feel like yes, it's the episode. I feel like there's some things that we maybe glossed over because of shock factor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like okay, let's get away from it, get a little breath of fresh air, and then we'll go back into it. We'll go as much as neither one of us want to relive any of these horrific things. There's I mean. I can see why the cops named the first guy.
Yeah, right.
Get the people to stop fucking calling.
Name the wrong guy.
Then they're like, oh shit, and try to get. I wonder where they took that guy, man. Like where they took the guy dressed as the cop.
Yeah.
Like, where are you going to drop him off, man? You better drop his ass off in like Pennsylvania.
Yeah, right.
Like Pennsylvania, like Vermont. Like just drop them.
And then you got to put him in witness protection, man.
Yeah,
shit.
We're assuming he didn't even do shit.
Well,
right. At least the other dude, like, I mean, as horrible as this is to say,
at least
he was a fucking child molester.
Never again will I say that sentence.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I guess if you're going to slide the ruling thumb onto fucking up naming a suspect,
pinning it on the wrong guy, at least make him a douchebag.
At least you're pinning it on someone who is an actively horrible person.
A worthy, yeah, right.
Yeah, like the we don't know shit about the other guy. I mean, at least the one dude was caught in the act of doing horrible shit. Right. So,
all right. Yeah, I'm so done with this one, dude. I'm just like, oh,
you putting him away.
I'm putting him to bed.
You putting Charlie. Charlie got chopped off.
I have. I'm again. Thank you, Andy, for real.
Thank you for the subject.
Thanks for the suggestion, and thanks for all your interaction, by the way, bud.
Yeah, it's been
mad props to you and
great to interact with. I will say that thank you for giving the suggestion, and thank me for not taking it as because he it wasn't labeled like, hey, I want so and so to do X, Y, or Z. It was just, hey, why don't you guys do this subject? And you took the subject.
I think I said I'll do a suggestion, and that's the first one. Yeah, the first one or whatever. Yeah, I mean, which is fair, man. You've been the
dude, front runner for the t-shirt, because as horrible as this subject was to do, it was nice to have the cosmic scale of karma balanced a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you definitely managed to stop me in my tracks, because I was like, fuck. I almost was like, maybe I won't do this one. Yeah.
Walk away.
Yeah. But all right. So speaking of what the hell am I doing next week?
You're doing the Real Men in Black.
Real
Men in Black is still on your list, bro.
All right.
I mean,
I guess I can take something. You
necessarily don't have to. I mean, we have other suggestions, so I can give you a suggestion if you'd rather.
Well, no, I've got a couple suggestions, but I'm not gonna search through them while we're recording, because that could take a while and a bunch of dead air. But yeah, that's fair. Real Men in Black is probably gonna be more fun than I think. Just like the Toynbee Tiles, which I waited
months.
How many weeks? How many months?
Season 9.
Yeah,
season 9.
We got it out in season.
I mean, I can give you a location instead of a person if you'd rather do that.
I do have that other suggestion with the location.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do that one. This one seems like this suggests. I'm going to throw it out there, okay?
All right.
And then you can do Real Men in Black, which I feel like is going to be an episode where you're going to kind of do it on the blind anyway. So you could do Willow's Weep.
Okay.
And just for premise, Willow's Weep is the most evil place in North America. The house was built in the late 1800s and is in the shape of an upside-down cross. According to the paranormal experts, the house was built to attract evil spirits.
Oh my God, dude. So straight up, like the one thing that I've mentioned that scares me, like out of all the scary, ghostly, horrific shit, it's the Exorcist type shit, man. So that should be fun.
I mean, that was actually one of my suggestions on my list before we started doing suggestions. Is real life exorcism was one of my suggestions. But this is just a creepy house, man. It could be all bullshit.
Could be all. We will find out.
We will find out.
Because actually, that's exciting.
So you got Real Men in Black, you got Willow's Weep, or we can.
Well, no. Let's stop there.
Okay.
Because I've got a bunch of suggestions, but I Willow's Weep I got excited about.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't leave weeping.
Yeah.
All right. And
not rolling.
Not rolling. Good shit.